If you could trim the hedges on the south field, then Lewis will sort the feeding and the bedding.
No, it's decent of him to step in.
Oh, that'll be him now.
Morning, I'm DC Stewart. Is Moira Dingle in?
Yes, that's me.
Hello. I wondered if we could ask a few questions about Celia Daniels.
Not now, I can't, no.
Oh, I'm afraid it's important.
Well, so is picking up my husband from hospital. He's just been discharged after being shot.
I take it you work here too?
Yeah, I'm Robert Sugden, part owner.
Right, OK. Are all staff in today? Because I'll need to speak to everyone.
Ross and Matty are in later. Max just got out of hospital. I know Victoria's got the day off. She's part owner too, but more of a silent one.
Well, I'll need her contact details.
She doesn't know anything that I can't tell you.
Even so, I will need to speak to her directly.
I'll give her a call and tell her to come up.
Any idea how long you'll be?
No, sorry. I'm not rushing him, but once he's home, I'll answer anything you want.
Well, I'll probably need to speak to your husband too.
I'm sure he'll have a few things to say. Excuse me?
Thanks.
Gang aren't happy. Want to know if they're getting paid for standing around.
How long's this going to take?
Can't put a clock on it, Mr. Milligan. Sorry.
Drugs again. You emptied this place a few months back and you didn't find anything. Is this anything to do with that Celia?
These are for those two. Mm-hmm. And the others are on the way.
Okay, thanks. I'll need the driver logs too, please.
This is going to cost us a fortune.
Yeah, tell me about it. I've got no choice to have one. Is that the van you drove the other day?
Yeah,
Not going to find anything, are they?
like the ton of cocaine I picked up off Pablo.
Okay, secure the area. We're going to need a full cordon and get Socko here immediately. We have a deceased male.
Have either of you ever visited Celia's farm?
Not me.
Not me neither. Honestly, we had no idea what was going on up there.
Well, we understand that Moira and her husband did go up to the farm the day after a very public argument in the Woolpack pub on December the 18th.
Well, I wasn't in the pub, but I did hear that Moira was upset.
Well, by all accounts, she was so upset that she slapped Celia. Do you know what they fell out about?
I think it was a mix-up over invoices.
Well, she didn't give you any details. Does that not strike you as unusual?
No, because the poultry deals were their own side project. Only Moira signed off the contracts. And plus, she probably didn't want us to worry.
The farm's had some financial problems recently, hasn't it?
Do you mean the slurry leak? Well, the local water was contaminated, so the water company fined Moira, and our investment into the farm helped pay for it.
Completely? There wasn't any money to spare?
No, which is why Moira took the deals with Celia to help keep the place afloat.
She must have been desperate to stop the farm from going under again.
Well, wouldn't you have been? I mean, yeah, she was terrified.
Well, she nearly lost everything. This farm is her life.
How desperate do you think Moira was?
Look, I know how this could look if you didn't know Moira, but she wouldn't risk it all, not on something dodgy, not knowingly. We all want this farm to work, and we're proud of how it runs. There's nothing hidden here, no secrets waiting to come out. We're all above board, especially Moira.
About 1:30, 1:45.
Did you happen to notice Mr. Walter's car? A black 4x4 parked nearby.
I can't say I did, no.
And once you parked at the village hall, where did you go?
To Laurel's house. I wanted to borrow a bike lock off Arthur. That's Laurel's son. Oh, I mean, I was there for, around half an hour?
Lots of arounds and abouts here.
Well, I wasn't checking the time every minute.
So then you set off to go to Manchester?
Yeah. Well, I had that job to do. And then I also knew that the bike shop shut at 5 o'clock, so... Well, I didn't get very far, though, because the road was gridlocked because of the crash. So, I parked the van in a lay-by, and I got a taxi home. I mean, you can check with the cab firm.
We will. So then you went back the following day, picked up the van and drove it straight here?
Yeah. The CCTV will back me up.
For everything that happened at the depot, yes. So, who else has keys to the vans?
Well, there's 2 keys for each vehicle. Spares are kept in that lockbox there. But the other key for that van went missing a while back.
Did you not report that?
Oh, waste your time. Look, stuff goes missing from time to time. It's never usually a big deal.
Until now. So, the van was never left unlocked, either outside the village hall or in the lay-by.
No, of course not. For insurance purposes.
And it was still locked when you went back the following day.
Yeah.
So here's the problem, Mr. Sharma. A dead body ends up in your locked vehicle and you had the only available key.
If you think I'd hide a dead body in my own van at my own depot, I mean, well, that's just insane.
Sorry to interrupt. You wanted?
Right. OK, the depot is a crime scene until further notice. I'll need a list of all staff, please.
Is that it?
We'll be in touch again. Please don't leave town.
Is there anything you need to tell me?
Like what exactly?
Well, you were the last person driving that van and suddenly there's a body in there. It's freaking me out.
Yeah, well, me too. But I can assure you, 1,000,000% it had nothing to do with me. I'm a lot of things, Caleb. But I'm no killer.
Well, someone is.
Nothing like a police investigation to increase profits, eh?
Oh, no, on the house. Your need's greater than mine.
Oh, thanks.
Hey, just thought you want to know, a body's been found up at the depot. In one of the vans. Police are there. They haven't identified it yet, but they're talking like it's that Ray bloke. Sorry, I didn't see her.
Did they know what happened to him?
He was wrapped in tarpaulin, so...
He was killed? Honestly, I'm fine.
Sorry, did they mention if anybody else was involved? Like Celia?
No, sorry.
She'll still be out there, Paddy, just like your dad is.
You all right, darling?
I don't know.
Are you? It doesn't make sense. How did he end up dead?
Hey, how are you?
Still breathing. You guys done?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, I need to go anyway, but I'll see you all later. Hey.
How'd it go? Wasn't too hard on you, was it?
No, not really. Will you be okay?
Well, I'm gonna have to be. We're tough as farm girls, though, aren't we? Thanks for coming.
Right, so come on then, let's get this over with. We'll just wait for DS Walsh to arrive.
Hello again. I'm leading this investigation.
Oh, you'd be better off looking for Celia or that Ray bloke instead of coming in here hassling innocent people.
We are still looking for her.
But not him. Seeing as you found his body at the depot, wrapped and stuffed in the back of a van.
What?
My brother owns the depot.
Well, we can't confirm anything. We haven't formally identified the body yet. So, Mrs. Dingle, I think it's best if we get started with some questions, OK?
But it is murder.
The matter we're investigating is extremely serious, far more than routine. Every single detail counts, and we are relying on you to be entirely honest. Omissions or half-truths could land you in real trouble. So even though she tried to con you, you still ended up in business together. How did that happen?
Well, she was working for the Tates at Home Farm, and they were trying to get me to sell up. Then she double-crossed Kim and Joe and came clean to me about it. So I thought maybe I could trust her after all. Stupid, really.
Right, and then she started offering joint contracts.
Yeah, she wanted to use my name and reputation. And she had good contacts, so it was a win-win.
And did you win a lot?
Well, we were doing all right, yeah.
You didn't question where the money came from?
No.
We had no reason to.
Why do you think Celia was so keen to tie herself to your farm?
I'm trying to work that out for myself. I suppose she was wanting to use my business as a cover. When it was on its last legs, I was an easy target.
Just before Christmas, you attacked Celia in the Woolpack pub. Why?
It wasn't an attack.
I slapped her, I know I shouldn't have, but I was furious. I'd seen that she'd used my signature and was fiddling invoices. And I panicked because I thought she was going to drag my reputation down with hers. But I severed all ties with her after that.
And do you often resort to violence?
No, I just lost control. I massively regretted it.
Why didn't you report that? The fiddling invoices?
Because she was trying to buy my silence. She told me to take the money and carry on. I said no, and I know I should have reported her. But the truth is, I wanted rid. She was trouble, and I didn't know how far she was going to take things. I know I've made mistakes, but other than the contract, I am not part of her sick operation.
You're fine. You sure?
Well, he wasn't the love of my life. He's gone. I'll get over it.
It seems like you already have. We're not even positive it's him yet.
Dead or alive, Ray wasn't the man I thought he was. So there's no point grieving over somebody that, you don't really care about.
But you need to let something out, some emotion.
Oh, Nicola, please stop going on about it. My head's so full. You've got customers anyway.
This conversation isn't over.
It's for me.
You okay?
Oh, God, you gave me a jump. I was just talking to myself. Why are you not at work?
I've called in sick.
Well, again, you can't keep taking sickies. You've got a job. That's not right.
Well, after what you've done, you don't get to lecture me about what's right and wrong.
Arthur, you should know that Ray's body's been found.
And I will dig out any copies of my contracts and paperwork. Would that help? There might be something in there to help you find Celia, or Bear even.
That would be useful, thank you.
Yeah, and I'm happy to come down to the station and answer more questions, whenever.
Appreciated. We'll be in touch. Thanks again.
Bye. Right, you. Bed rest. You've had a day and a half.
Says you. You did well.
Did I? I thought she was judging every single word.
Oh, it's just how they all look.
Well, let's just hope that's the end of it, eh? We've got enough to think about waiting for your biopsy results.
I'm gonna dust off my dancing shoes for when we find where his grave is. The horrors he put our April and Dylan through.
I know. It beggars belief. They're just kids. They're so easily led, and those monsters took full advantage of that.
Not just kids, though, is it? I can't believe that I fell for Celia's act myself.
You're not the only one. They have smashed my family to bits.
Oh, look, done in when she heard. Played everyone. Proper stitched you all up.
How have you had?
Oh, just the one. But I doubt this will be my last. Is Myra talking to them now? Oh, she's got so much going on.
She'll be fine.
Oh, hopefully. But what you said to the police about her is true. She loves that farm. She wouldn't be stupid enough to throw it all away like that.
Well, whatever's happened, Moira's the victim, not the villain. If anyone's responsible for this mess, it'll probably be that Celia. She'll have bumped her son off, done a runner, and left Moira tangled up in it.
So Ray is dead?
Yeah, well, it's not confirmed yet, but yeah, I probably should have started with that bit.
This is crazy.
Yeah, tell me about it. Look, I'm gonna go to the toilet, I'll get us a drink and we'll have a proper chat, yeah?
Yeah.
You're singing Moira's praises now. That's not going to help us, is it?
I'm not letting her go down for something she didn't do.
Moira Dingle. Drug baron and slave driver. She's going to get a slap on the wrist, and that's it. Remember the plan. She needs no choice but to sell us that farm. Why are you helping her? You're making it harder for me.
This was meant to be a tax fiddle for farmhands' wages. Now she's neck deep in people trafficking, drugs, now murder.
Are we absolutely certain that he was murdered?
Well, seeing as they found his body wrapped up in the back of a van, I'd say, yeah, they're pretty damn sure.
That's weird.
What exactly did you see when you went up to Celia's farm?
Well, I wasn't greeted with a corpse, and I didn't murder him. if that's what you're thinking.
I'm sure the police would be very interested to know that you were up at the farm the day before they found Ray's body.
I'm sure the police would be a lot more interested in watching a video of your sister stab John in the neck. Yeah. So, now that you're back in your little box, have the police found the evidence that you stashed yet?
They're just questioning her.
Let's hope they find it.
What if they never search? And what if they search and they never find anything?
Don't even think about moving those ID cards. We had a plan. Stick to it.
Do you think Celia did it then ran off? Listen, you're gonna have to speak to me before the police do. I'm worried about you, Dylan.
I just can't get my head around it, all right? And I know I shouldn't care, it's just...
No, you shouldn't. He was evil.
He didn't stand a chance.
What do you mean?
With a mum like that, this all could have been different, all right? He didn't deserve to be killed.
Dylan, mate?
You okay, love?
Yeah, I'm fine. Just, I'm worried about him. I better.
Let me know if we can help, yeah?
It's horrible seeing him like this.
I know, poor kid. It's going to take him time to get his head around being groomed and controlled, isn't it? Unpicking it all. But we can help, right?
Yeah, of course. I hate to say it, but I'm glad Ray's gone.
Me too.
I mean, he must have had 100 enemies.
Yeah, I suppose.
Anyway, Leo was angling for a takeaway before.
Smart kid. I can't really face cooking, so...
Maybe I'll get your mum to make us a takeout from the pub. Staff discount.
Clever.
Right, I won't be long.
Joe Tate?
Yeah. Come in.
Thanks. I'm DS Walsh, this is DC Stewart. We'd like to ask you some questions relating to Celia Daniels.
Okay. Can I ask why?
Well, we believe you were the landlord to Celia and her son, Ray Walters.
Yeah, that's right. Well, technically my step-grandmother, she owns the estate and I just help run the place. Yeah, they rented a property. Modern slavery. Horrible business. I mean, I'll answer any questions you have. Unfortunately, I won't be much help. I don't really know Celia very well. You should probably speak to... Ooh, have you spoken to Moira Dingle? Yeah, she was very, involved.
Why the emphasis on the word involved?
Probably shouldn't have said anything. Just listening to rumours.
What rumours?
Just that things weren't necessarily above board, you know? We looked into it as landlords. We didn't find anything, unfortunately. We all just know that they were thick as thieves.
Thieves?
It's a saying, you know, like, no smoke without fire. Coffee. Coffee? Coffee.
Thanks.
Please.
What are you thinking?
I'm thinking, when we get back, we should put a request in for a search warrant. Won't hurt to surprise Moira Dingle tomorrow.
Have you asked how long it's going to take?
Can you? The less I have to do with them, the better. They'll be dining out if they start digging into my past.
Well, if you haven't done anything wrong, you've got nothing to worry about.
There's no if about it. It has to be Celia. No, Ray's dead, and she's gone missing. It is the only thing that makes sense. Even though none of this really makes any sense.
Yeah, I'm not so sure. How would Celia get her body into one of our vans? I reckon it's someone closer to home.